Robinson's chasing, won't get there. This is perfectly placed. Take over inside the 10.
All right, let's take a look at why tonight is different for the Pittsburgh Steelers offensively. They're getting back to these double team blocks. And when they get those going and get up to that...
You've got mail.
This isn't zone, this isn't finesse, this isn't any of that stuff we saw last week. Let's go get two big guys on one of those guys, push them right back into the linebacker, and start running the football like the Pittsburgh Steelers run the football.
Expect more of that in the second half?
A lot of it.
It's a Steelers team that we mentioned at the beginning was slow to get going, averaging only 38 yards per game in the first two. Better in the first half, 65 total rushing yards on 18 carries. So that came on a pick and scramble. And thrown on first down. Everything covered. Come back to the sideline. Allen Robinson. And he'll bring it in. Good catch. Peters negotiating for an offensive pass interference, but a nice gain on first down.
I'll tell you, it's been Kenny Pickett's legs tonight that has really made a difference. But Allen Robinson, who's been playing in the slot, he's one of the biggest slots you'll ever see. But on the tail end of that thing, he took off like he was going to go deep against Marcus Peters, hit the brakes, came back, and gave his guy a chance to complete the ball down the field. I tell you, this George Pickens in contested catch situations, Mike, he's a show.
Harris get the first down across the 20-yard line to the 21. Najee now has 11 carries for only 32 yards.
I mean, they are in there digging them out now and trying to get those blocks and the double teams, and just watch it. This is kind of fun to watch if you're just a purist, and why not? We saw all the Hall of Famers from the Raiders on the sideline, and this is what football looked like way back when. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, as far as liking to play way back when football, that's probably top of the list.
You see these two uniforms on the field together, and if you are of a certain age, it takes you back to some of the greatness of the foundation of the 70s. Pickett on the move, across the field, incomplete. He got leveled as he was trying to get rid of it towards Austin.
We are playing old-style football now, and Crosby getting a one-on-one opportunity. Watch this inside move. He loves to set up to the outside, full arms extended, and I mean, just as that ball was released. What did Kenny Pickett tell us? He goes, you should see my body after last week. It's going to be about the same this week.
Played many NFL games, but he said that Cleveland one was as physical as he has been in, and Max Crosby doing his part to add to that tonight. Harrison inside run. Trying to bounce it away from Coots. Down to the 6-yard line.
5 yards.
3rd and 5 coming up. First couple of minutes of this quarter. We talked to Max Crosby. What an interesting individual. So motivated, chip on his shoulder. Felt like he never gets the respect because he was a 4th-round pick. Not a top 10 pick like some of the other best edge rushers.
Yeah, and don't make the same mistake I made and talk about what a great hustling player he is. He feels a little disrespected, has a phone full of comments from people who said that he's not a good pass rusher.
Hey, Tim, I'm back too.
Like that at all.
You're not on the phone. I'm pretty sure. 3rd and 5. Here he comes.
I got 15% now.
Pickens, Pickens, on the run, George Pickens into Raider territory. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
There you go.
Big 3rd down pickup, Pickett to Pickens.
Nice job, beautifully done with the pick play here. You're going to get the crisscross. First of all, we'll talk a little bit about Crosby coming back inside on the loop. But the pick play in the middle of the field set up beautifully, just enough, forcing Bennett to duck underneath, and that's all it took. There are some players you just have to get the ball in their hands, and George Pickens certainly one of those. I'm kind of anxious to see him make one of those contested catches. It really is spectacular on occasion.
Gain of 32. Crosby limped to the sideline. Play action. On a deep shot. Instead checks it down to Warren. Jalen gets out of the first tackle, but gains 2 yards to the 40. Let's go back and see Max Crosby. He's coming back on the field right now.
Right inside there. Oh, looks like he stepped on Corafor at the tail end of that play.
That guy rarely comes out of the game. And he is proud of how often he is on the field, snap after snap, with that high level of effort. Second and 8, Najee Harris inside, then outside. Only a yard.
That's third and
It's amazing what happens when Crosby gets one play off. An Energizer Bunny going back out there. Making another play. You see the tattoos. That's a story unto itself. Remarkable what he's overcome in his personal life, and very proud of where he is right now.
Inspired by J.J. Watt with that relentless effort, and has really gained the respect of T.J. Watt.
Nah.
Well, here we go, Chris. 57-yarder. This man has been fabulous from 50 plus.
the game skipped.
There's a couple of 59s in his career. Made it from this distance in warm-ups for 57. Boswell.
Bam!
Chris Boswell has developed into one of the money 50-plus yard kickers in the NFL. That's the 27th he's made in his career. Great job on the hold by Harvin. Perfect kick by Boswell. Steelers lead by 9.
57 yards.
Guess we're all going in. Well, you knew it was coming, right?
I'll be there in 30 minutes, I think. Schedule that for 4 o'clock.
I'll see you there. Please.
There is a 38-minute slowdown ahead.
Thank you.
Rerouting.
Class-leading safety and tech features to elevate your commute. The all-new Hyundai Kona.
You can feel it.
Oh,
A
Miss is
force
gonna
that
want
moves
that.
everything around it. That comes from deep down inside. Full-time fans, your passion is unshakable.
Got me some hot
And
dog.
he says that
Hot negative
without
dogs.
the mark of a fighter.
Sheets hot dogs.
You're watching football wrong. What do you call a guy in face paint that can't get the game? A clown.
Sorry, what was it again? No, just give me a second.
Amateurs.
Sorry, everybody.
DirecTV Sports Central gives you access to every game. So you never have to compromise on game day.
Was that necessary?
I was just illustrating a point.
Access NFL Sunday Ticket on us. Get a $400 reward card.
Okay.
Your milkshakes cost way less than before. Join Uber One and save way more.
Okay, that's a cut.
Your cornflakes cost way less than before. This membership. Your grilled steaks cost way less than before. Wait, all of that rhymes with milkshake?
More or less.
Sunday night football.
I know. 57 friggin' yards. Kazam!
It's easy to Geico.
Look at Steelers country.
Of a fighter. This is a look tonight down in Mexico City. The Steelers are hosting a watch party. Over 35
I have
are
what?
on hand to celebrate. And speaking of celebrating, Steeler fans everywhere
two
you look
tacos
here in Vegas. Everywhere.
Having fun.
Time to travel. Touchback. 25 again for Jimmy G and the Raiders.
All right, Jimmy Garoppolo, when you play the Pittsburgh Steelers, we did this a lot back in the day. You have a rule. You take the first option or throw it away. You come back to number 2, you do so at your own peril. Interception there. There's number 1. You don't like that one, go to number 2, and you get your knees bent back. So you have to decide quickly. You have to take that first option and get it out of your hand, because this defense gets going with these 2 edge players.
Leading by 9.
I got me 2 hot dogs and some curly fries with lots of shit on it.
Listen to the 30-yard line.
Mike, I talked to recently retired
admire JJ Watt about TJ after he posted this while watching his younger brother play this past Monday night. JJ told me he literally is. Look at his stats. He also told me that he sends TJ texts throughout every game about his thoughts. How many? About 50. To which TJ laughed and said, yeah, it's a lot. JJ said he is living vicariously through TJ now, and that TJ is going to break all of his records left and right.
And he is.
Inside here for Jacobs for a couple of yards. Of course, TJ's now on our side of the world wearing makeup. He started a career in TV at CBS, and he was there week 1. And I asked TJ, "What you think of JJ on TV?" He said, "I was hearing from him as he was watching the games. Showed me the setup. He's eating out of a taco bowl." I said,
"Want a
"Will
hot
you be a
dog?"
TV guy?" I said, "No chance.
I got some
I will
curly
not be
fries
on
too.
TV when I'm done."
You wear makeup?
Not now, but at times. You look good in your makeup.
Thank you.
Derek Watt, the other brother, by the way, not in the league at the moment. 3rd and 1. Raiders need it. They're going to throw for Adams. Quick slant. Big play. Devontae Adams into the secondary to the 47-yard line. Raiders needed that. A first down and a gain of 19.
Aggressive play calling once again, but you have to take advantage of it. Anytime you can get Devontae Adams one-on-one, just like they did on that big touchdown pass to him earlier, when they're expecting short yardage, goal line, any of that stuff, one-on-one, there is nobody on the Pittsburgh Steelers that's going to cover Devontae Adams in open space. I am intrigued by watching Trey Tucker, who's number 11 at the bottom of the screen. There is nobody out there if they wanted to hit the Jets with him.
They run an extra lineman in to protect. Garoppolo gets it out before he's going to get hit. An incomplete for Jacobs. One Alexander in coverage.
I think they were doing exactly that. I think they were trying to get that ball down the field to Trey Tucker. But you can tell that Jimmy Garoppolo is just uncomfortable. So they bring in that extra blocker on the outside.
I don't know why he feels uncomfortable.
So you can take a shot down the field. You know you're going to have protection. And despite that fact, TJ Watt ended up getting pressure and breaking down that play.
Pass here. Garoppolo's got time. Only 2 receivers downfield. Throws it up for...
Whoa!
Patrick Peterson comes up with the pick.
I seen that. That was coming.
No active player has more.
That was... He just basically threw it up for mercy. He threw that fucking thing away. You could see he threw that away.
Put it up for grabs. Patrick Pete still got it.
He threw that a fucking way. That was a fucking Hail Mary.
Hey, is that the new iPhone 15 Pro? Yeah, got it at T-Mobile. Hey, be right back.
Whoa, I love that titanium. You need to go to T-Mobile, where new and existing customers can get iPhone 15 Pro on them. And with their Best Gold 5G plan, you have the freedom to upgrade every year. You're very wise, Reflection Comet, and you're very handsome, Real Comet.
At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us now, and the freedom to upgrade every year.
We love our house. The outdoor space is great, but we do have invasive weeds.
I think we got in the house.
I think you're right.
And of course, what this particular rose bush.
Stay away from my family. Why are you so strong?
At least Geico makes bundling my home and car insurance easy. We save so much.
You want me to get the spray stuff?
Get the spray stuff.
He's up here!
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
That's a crazy ass commercial.
They'll never let you down. With features like DSSV dampers, MT tires, and an off-road performance display. When the going gets tough, it's a family you can count on. Introducing the Silverado, Colorado, and Silverado HD ZR2 family of trucks.
YouTube TV is the new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Being a fan has never been easier. Watch every game, every Sunday, exclusively with NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. Sign up for NFL Sunday Ticket now.
Will the Voice reigning champion
I won this competition last season.
break out his signature move?
Who do you choose?
And there's the Nile Smile. The Voice, tomorrow on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Second interception of the night for Garoppolo, and one of the veterans in the league, Patrick Peterson, comes away with.
Not good.
He fucking threw that away. I want to see this again. He just threw that away.
Is here. Nice move at the top of it. Had all the space in the world. And then Jimmy G on the back end of it. We just showed you other plays. It's throw it to the first guy or get rid of it, but don't get rid of it like that.
He wouldn't even be my fucking quarterback.
On time and on target. Pickens sees all silver and black down to the 35. First down, my partner here is pointing to the screen in front of him.
Does it look familiar? That was the exact same play. Only this time you've got Pickett who actually threw the ball. So that's what you want to do. You want to be able to go play action, throw it right behind the linebackers, trust it. Sometimes you have to throw it between linebackers. But when you have great plays on players on the outside like Pickens and like Devontae Adams, catch and run possibilities are tremendous. Think of the 49ers and all that they do.
Warren on the toss. Marcus Peters, first contact. Warren got ahead of that. He's good at the 48-yard line.
What's
Peters
his talking
down
about?
there. Couldn't make that tackle. Couldn't make the pick before. Patrick Peterson getting his. Leads all active players in the NFL now. 35 interceptions. Breaks out of that tie with Harrison Smith.
8 Pro Bowls, 3 times All-Pro, and probably never had one easier than that. But it is, I think that eventually work Joey Porter into that spot.
Oh, there you go.
Peterson around, but those are two of the great interceptions. It just feels like there's a few more plays in the playbook, doesn't it? Anytime that you got Jalen Warren in the game, he has been so creative.
Yeah, that should be better.
And probably more important than that, Mike.
Now you can see everything for real, just the way it,
right?
it
He's not
looks.
taking hits. He's going, all right, where's 30? Boom. There it goes. And it just helps.
44. First down throw here. He's getting rid of it with confidence, too. Freiermuth. Steeler fans in the crowd act as the spotter for you. 8 of 14, another first down. All the talk this week, Matt Canada, this offense was booed. He's the coordinator. They were booed at home in the second half, week 2 of the season. People were frustrated. This is a much better
frustrated
from the Pittsburgh offense here today.
Just because he's doing something good?
Inside, give Najee Harris through tackle. Out to the outside. Najee Harris inside the 15-yard line. And the Steelers are getting
4 first downs.
Harris is slowed on the sideline.
He got hit in the groin.
And the athletic training staff's going to come down to that sideline and take a look at the running back.
Looks like he's pooping on the field.
It just looks so much better up front, the way they're blocking. I don't think they've made a zone run in this entire game, Mike. I really don't. That's what they abandoned in about the middle of the second quarter last week, and then
he got punched.
On the tail.
He didn't really get punched in the stomach, but
gets up, gain of 17. He wanted to go back in. The official just told him he got to go out for one play. Good run there. Mike Tomlin, he heard all the negativity, the booing from Matt Canada, and as only Mike Tomlin could do, Chris, he gave you a vintage quote.
He did. He said it's our job to entertain these guys. If we don't, they're going to entertain themselves, and their entertainment is booing. And that's what it was a week ago. They didn't like the offense. I'm guessing Steelers fans in Mexico and Pittsburgh and around the world are going, man, this looks more like Pittsburgh Steelers.
All them terrible towels now.
They scored 16 unanswered. Pickett to the end zone.
Bam! Fitzpatrick, right? Yep.
Great looking drive from the Steelers.
Bam!
the football like they're running the football. It creates opportunities in the passing game as well. It's sort of interesting that that bootleg came off of a zone run action, and I don't think they run a zone play all night, but it was enough to fool the Raiders and their linebackers for an easy touchdown.
Where's Patty now? Where's Patty now?
His 15th start. Kenny Pickett had not thrown multiple.
Where's Sparring Raven?
Game that can be deleted. Here's the second one of this night. It's a Pat Fryer move. And the Steelers.
Now they're looking like they can play.
Mom, I got the job. I feel like it's all coming together.
Introducing the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax with all the tech. Here we go.
We're going home, Mom.
And all the room for all of life's firsts. Your first new car is here. The all-new Chevy Trax, starting under $22,000.
Travis, did you know you can get this season's COVID-19 shot when you get your flu shot?
Oh, two things at once.
Welcome back, Betty. I don't know where Sparring Raven, Peppermint Patty went.
I'll have
Oh, there's Christopher.
now back to
He's back.
Two things at once.
It's not two things at once.
Mom.
Travis, ask about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot.
No.
Here at Once Upon a
I'm not
Farm, we
getting
chose
it.
the
I'm
new
not getting
Capital One
either
Venture
one.
X business card. With no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited
Just
double
end up
miles
getting
means
it
we earn more
worse.
too.
What's in your wallet?
It's a minute to the kid. What's up, Dave?
I don't know. You know, I'm a little bit skeptical about this right
So
now.
raise your glass and kick off a crowd.
You're the science guy.
That's Bill Nye. I'm actually the behavioral science guy.
Are you familiar with predictable irrationality?
Retrospective framing.
Attentional blindness.
Bereavement sex.
That's a thing.
Nothing irrational about that.
Understanding human nature can be a superpower, which is why the FBI ends up calling me.
Did you really help the Rams win the Super Bowl?
Well, that was a risky experiment, but it worked out for them.
The Irrational, tomorrow at 9 Central on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Without question, one of the best meets of the golf year. The Ryder Cup from Italy next weekend. Get up early if you're on the East Coast. 1:30 in the morning. Watch before you go to bed on the West Coast.
No way! I can never.
In Rome. Our team will be there for coverage of the Ryder Cup. The Americans trying to win on European soil, which has been such a challenge. Our Solheim Cup early this morning. Europeans winning in Spain over the U.S. team. Can't wait for this weekend. See it all on NBC, Golf Channel, and Peacock. Touch back there, taking over the 25. In a city, Chris, where there are over 150 weddings a day, sometimes they work out, but sometimes they are quick. The Raiders have had some quick relationships in terms of head coaches. 9 since 2007, second most in the NFL. But sometimes it's the perfect marriage. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, they've been going for a while, just like the ones before. So if you do a little research, you just find the right combination, longevity and bliss in black and gold. Josh Jacobs up the middle. 7 yards. But that longevity carries a purpose when you're trying to build a team, and Mike Tomlin shows that week after week, season after season.
Yeah, he really does. You know, and it was interesting hearing him talk about free agency, too. He said, you know, we do speed dating. We know all these guys. I've had conversations already. So I just pick up the phone. I know which ones I want, and I go, you want to do this or not? And they say, it's about time you called, Coach. They wanted to be drafted by him.
Like 50, a Landon Roberts, a linebacker in there. He's a new.
And look, now the Steelers are 23-7.
He's out there now. It's Garoppolo on 2nd and 2. Looking in the middle of the field, and it's caught. Maybe Myers right around midfield. Micah Fitzpatrick brings him down with a first down for the Raiders.
It's just so good, isn't it? I mean, when they go to the first read's open, they can make a play. And I think for the Raiders, it's almost just, it's time to go, right? Let's go. Let's go no huddle. Let's get up there. They have good players. How How good was Jacoby Myers in that opening game? Lightning quick, couple of touchdowns. Give him a chance.
Butler against the Broncos. Jacobs trying to get away and only get a yard. I mentioned Orlando Roberts before, that whole speed dating thing you were talking about. Let's watch Jacobs here. I'm sure he gets up. He does. He's going to walk over to the sideline a little gingerly and come out of the game for a moment. What Tomlin was saying was very simple. He said, hey, we talked to these guys in the process. I was at his pro day. His parents were mad at me 8 years ago that I didn't draft him. But we know right away, early in the free agency, Mark wants to go out and go get him.
Time out.
He's got Levi Wallace, who they acquired last year after his time in Buffalo, who's down on a knee, and the athletic training staff is out to check on the starting corner for the Steelers.
He's played well.
Levi Wallace
came over from Buffalo, first 4 years there. And speaking of speed dating, this may accelerate the process for Joey Porter here.
Is their rookie 32nd overall pick, backup corner. Injury timeout to look at Levi Wallace.
I got my Gallagher's chocolate milk.
This is the icon of vacations. Icon of the seas.
This is fattening.
Arriving 2024.
This is super
Caleb Williams
fattening.
has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband. Get it together.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
You said you didn't want to watch the game with them.
No, I didn't, sweetie. Girl, I never said that.
Should we check the replay?
Honey, we do not need a...
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, saving money when you bundle home and auto with Progressive.
I said that.
Chocolate. 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 My kids used to say chocolate milk. Chocolate milk.
We're the packing and shipping store. The two-sided color printing store. We're everything your small business needs to
Oh,
make
come
it
on. The game
everything
is
it
almost
should
over
be.
now.
The one-stop, secret weapon to make a lot of noise and be unstoppable store. The UPS store.
Turn it up.
It's back in the United States hands.
Unstoppable week after week. Touchdown. It's Big Ten Saturday night.
And here we go.
Chiefs and the Jets. I'd have to go for the Chiefs.
That's not the real Eiffel Tower. That's the one in Paris, Las Vegas. It's half the size of the real one. We'll be at the real one in France next summer for the Olympics. And someone from right around here from Las Vegas, Katie Grimes, who was the first athlete to qualify for the U.S. Olympic team in open water swimming. Also, it's a great chance at the 800 as well. Katie Grimes, part of a great club in this area called Sandpipers that'll be part of the Olympic scene when we get to Paris next summer. Good to see Levi Wallace.
Come on, Amber. There's only 17 minutes left.
Chris told you about Joey Porter Jr. He's in the lineup at corner. Garoppolo steps up, throws. What a catch. What a catch by Devontae Adams, working on the rookie Porter for the first down.
Well, I tell you, sometimes Alex Highsmith comes off the edge, and that was a good time. Jimmy Garoppolo to step up there, but Devontae Adams is just such a secure catcher of the ball, isn't he?
I can't say how big a fan I am of that guy. He's played, talking to him as well. He's on the backfield of Amir Abdullah for a couple of yards. We had so much fun talking to Devontae. He's talking about all the different pieces. You think about Devontae when he gets here. Of course, he's with Aaron Rodgers for all those years in Green Bay. It's like a brother to him. And then he comes here, and it's like his other brother was waiting for him because he's played at Fresno.
Oh, you got this, girl.
Release Carr, and now?
Yeah.
Hi, Jimmy. Can we be pals?
Yeah, you know, so you sign a contract and you lose control at that point. Yeah. As we all know.
Leave? Second and 7. Here's Garoppolo with time. Now taking off. Chase to the sideline. Slides down. And the back end of avoiding the hit ends up in a collision with DeMonte KZ. The safety
He got up.
He's flying over Jimmy G.
He went to jump over him, and he got up.
You're always going to be looking out here, right? There's going to be some kind of double team, some kind of chip, some kind of something. And for Jimmy Garoppolo, just to be able to hold the ball for a moment and look down the field, but this time it was the coverage that won out. This has to be a winning drive here for the Raiders.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, you're down 16. This is the best momentum we've seen in about an hour from this offense.
Sacked!
Goes down.
And everybody's cheering the Steelers.
Young Benton, the rookie out of Wisconsin, who they are expecting big things from, comes up with his first NFL sack.
That is a 309-pound man with
309.
right there. And I'll tell you, it saved a touchdown. Jacoby Myers in the slot. Watch him run right through the zone here. There was nobody there. There's a touchdown. Look at him. He can't believe it.
D-line gets it done through 3 in Vegas. Steelers 23.
He would have dropped it anyway.
People are irrational, but predictably so. Which is why the FBI calls for me.
Who do you think you are, James Bond?
I think I threw my back out.
The Irrational, tomorrow on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Bruno! Pop on the run?
No I know, right?
With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get a low $348 per month lease on Rogue.
Welcome back to Beat the Stigma. Contestants, someone tells you they've been living with anxiety or depression. You say, Ben, just snap out of it. What? Maddie?
You have no reason to be depressed.
I am in
That's actually
Facebook,
harmful.
yes.
I'll push through it. No.
Everyone gets sad sometimes.
No. Come on, you don't have it that bad. No. But let's see what you can say. I'm here for you. You're not alone. Talking to someone could help. I was close.
Ooh.
Not even remotely. You did not beat the stigma.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to blow up.
Hey, the funk ain't done. Let me tell you a little bit about Spectrum One. No diggity, got the best deal in town. $49.99, how that sound? It's Spectrum One for $49.99 a month. Call 1-844. It's the one.
Pop on the run? No problem. With 5 drive modes, Rogue makes this a walk in the park.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Bengals, Rams. WLWT has the game live.
Vegas's version of New York will be right across the river from the real deal. And watch Patrick Mahomes visit the Jets on Sunday Night Football. Patrick Mahomes has done almost everything in the league except start a game in New York or / Jersey against the Jets and Giants. Take care of that Sunday night. We'll see you. Maria and the guys, Football Night in America gets you started at 7 Eastern Time. Fourth quarter begins with 2nd and 19. It will be 2nd and 24.
False start. Offense, number 66. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Penalty number 5 on the evening for the Raiders. 2 flags on Pittsburgh.
You want to take a guess whether or not this Raiders offense is just going to struggle this year, or is Pittsburgh just one of those defenses like a San Francisco or Cleveland or Dallas that's just going to make you look bad, the Jets?
I'm not ready to answer that yet, but I'll ask you the question in a second. Garoppolo's got time here. Left and open. Throws on the one sideline. Devontae Adams brings it in. There's a flag down with all the protection for Garoppolo. Was there a hold? Trey Blake wants to give us the full answer, so I wonder if they're asking Tomlin the options here. It was 2nd and 24.
You're not going to want to give up that completion, right? Unless
Holding. Offense, number 66. 10-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Benton got close again. That's the hold right there that ended up being called. So what looked like a really promising start to this thing is 2nd and calculated.
Yeah, Dylan Parham back-to-back penalties, 2nd and 3rd of the field for the Raiders. They try to do something quick in DeAndre Carter's hands. Carter, their kick and punt returner, did a nice job as a receiver for the Chargers last year. Got a lot of that yardage back to set up 3rd and at least on the call sheet.
Yeah, but you really can't at this point. You see the prevent defense basically behind it, so there's going to be some space. Good job of blocking out in front. But you can't be playing this game now for field goals and low risk and, you know, you need a little catch and run opportunity. At least give yourselves a chance to get back in this game.
How much do you get? They get a 4-down option here. They'll go sideline. Myers toes down. Oh, he caught it. What a play. Jacoby Myers on the sideline. They're still short of the 1st down. But they can think about going for it now. Oh, beautiful. All the way through with the possession? Yes.
That was pretty. Oof. And now you have to go. Now you need, who is your playmaker here? The one guy that we have not seen so far at all in this game and really at all this season that's so good in these situations, number 13, Hunter Renfrow.
That noise coming from the Steeler fans. 4th and 5. Garoppolo finds it underneath. Myers can't hang on. Back in the game, Levi Wallace breaks it up. And the Steeler defense holds on. Pittsburgh with the lead. Tough to deal with. Their defense gets the Raiders off the field. Gets the ball back. Up 16.
This is going to sound strange. I've been pulled through time. You just disappeared. I can't keep looking at it because it's horrible. It's up to us to save this place.
You've got about an hour. You've got about 5 minutes.
You better run!
Okay, come on!
Absolutely not.
Loki Season 2, streaming only on Disney+.
Where'd you learn to serve?
Oh, I didn't serve, but if your spouse, parent, or grandparent served in the military, you can join USAA.
Yeah, my grandpa did, so I'm already in, but I was talking about your serve.
Oh.
USAA, for the military community.
The new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium is here. Get it on us with Verizon's best business unlimited plans. Get the new iPhone 15 Pro on us. It's your business, it's your Verizon.
You are not related. There's no ancestry connecting you. But look how similar you are. If you work at it, you keep going. You may not be brothers and sisters, but if tough were a gene, you would be.
Subway is now slicing their deli meats fresh. That's why the garlic roast beef is preferred by this QB.
And preferred by QBs with some beef, like us.
And if we prefer it, we know you'll prefer it too. Wait, we have beef?
So much beef.
Lloyd, what's the pantry?
What a Sunday!
Families affected by the Hawaii wildfires still need support. Your donation can help the American Red Cross provide meals, shelter, and hope to these families who still need that assistance. Please donate today. redcross.org/NFL. There was a tie to this game. There are a couple of brothers, the Herbig brothers, who play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You see Nate and Nick. They are from Hawaii, and as a matter of fact, they chipped in for a donation to help Lahaina Luna High School football team, athletic department. Their school in Maui damaged by the wildfires. The Herbigs, their Hawaiian, was able to reach out and help in that case. Najee Harris threw in there for a couple of yards. Josh Green, the governor of Hawaii, a big Pittsburgh Steeler fan, was raised in western Pennsylvania, so the appreciative connection from Steeler Nation to the folks in Hawaii who we continue to keep in our thoughts.
It was terrific, wasn't it? To see that beautiful place. All our thoughts with you guys.
Raiders scored first, 23 in a row for the Steelers, and methodically they have controlled this game in the last 2+ quarters. 2nd and 7, Pickett throws it to Warren. Jalen Warren works his way to the 30-yard line, so the Raider defense trying to come up with a stop here on 3rd and 2. We mentioned they are missing the guy opposite Max Crosby, and that's Chandler Jones. Odd, unclear situations with the 12-year veteran defensive end. Got over 100 career sacks with Mark Davis, the owner. They're missing Jones, not with the team since the end of training camp. Raiders have said very little on the record. Personal situation and a private matter was their quote. Jones placed on the non-football illness list this week. Raiders filled his roster spot. And he put out on social media a series of confusing, unclear posts lashing out at Raiders leadership. Part of the reason that Jones is not around, not sure if they'll get him back this year. Pickett to the sidelines to Warren. He's out of bounds, and that Raider defense does come up with a 3-and-out there, which is essential, and he hopes to stay alive in this game.
You know, you talk about Chandler Jones, but the guy who really is supposed to be able to replace him is Tyree Wilson. He was a high draft pick, 7th overall. And whether it was the foot injury, whether it's just the lack of training camp, whether it's whatever, we have just not seen the pre-injury athleticism out of him. And I'm sure the Raiders are hoping.
What a punt. 62 yards by Presley Harvin. DeAndre Carter from the 8 returns it 12 to the 20. And that's where the Raiders take over. 50 yards net on a punt like that. Pretty impressive. Raiders got to get going.
Ford. You see the name driving down almost every road in America. But you'll also find it in other places. On the grip of hammers raising homes, in toy boxes, and classrooms. Because over 2,900 Ford dealerships nationwide means more people serving more communities like yours. For more than 120 years. Ford, we are all in on America.
You and Duncan, I'm not seeing it.
My fans is called Munchkins.
I don't know if it's enough to be the only person with fans literally named after the donut itself.
I thought that's why you called me here.
Mrs. Spice, you have to do more.
Lunch?
Yes, please.
That'll be $23.
Your ad says it's free.
Yeah, it is for our economy ultimate passengers who paid extra.
I'll just have water.
Okay, sure. Cash or card?
For water? Well, at AT&T, when we offer you our best iPhone deals, we guarantee it. Even on the new iPhone 15 Pro, made with titanium. Not that you don't keep your word, it's just that you haven't.
What?
Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on any iPhone with any popular phone. Guaranteed. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us.
Eli Manning, how about an autograph? Sure, you got a ball? What's that? Cool. Hey, how about a Corona? Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna need that lime back.
Week 3 concludes tomorrow night on ABC and ESPN. Then Week 4 kicks off with Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Everything new.
Wow, fancy.
The Queen Reba!
I've had 2 country hits.
I've had more than 2.
I can read anyone.
You're the science guy.
That's Bill Nye. I'm actually the behavioral science guy. I'm impressed.
Let's take this thing for a spin.
Allegiant Stadium there, right across the road. To the left is Mandalay Bay, and right above that is where the Las Vegas Aces of the WNBA play. Mark Davis also owning that team. They won their semifinal game. They're the reigning WNBA champs. The Vegas Golden Knights are the Stanley Cup champs. This has become a huge sports city. Formula One race coming up in the fall, and of course, Super Bowl 58 here in February. Home team Raiders got to go, down 16 with 11 and a half to go. Garoppolo looking middle of the field, and it's one more time Davante Adams on the 46-yard line. Big numbers on the night for Adams, his 10th catch.
Even with a blitz on that play, that was probably the best protection of the night. And I would have expected them to come up and jump on the ball. But watch Garoppolo here. He's just bouncing around back on the back end. And I'll tell you that Davante Adams, he just is open all the time. Let's call those guys 7-11.
Open all the time?
I don't know why they call it 7-11.
First out of bounds because 7-Elevens are open 24 hours. The stores.
No, I know, but 7 to 11. That was why.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's a bad nickname.
Vegas, a lot of numbers in Vegas. His numbers too, 900 plus yard receiving games in the last year plus. So his numbers have been there with the Raiders. They had 1,500 yards last year, right around the same number he had in Green Bay.
Jordan, right straight reader. You know who's really excited now? Jay Watt.
There he goes. Garoppolo got rid of it. There's Hunter Renfrow to the 38-yard line. His second catch of the night on his second target of the night.
I really don't understand where he's gone in this offense. Maybe Davante Adams is just so good. They just said, the heck with it. We're just going to throw it to Davante all the time. But Hunter Renfrow really is a very savvy route runner in that slot position. He was open a couple of times in that game last week. Never saw the ball.
John Jacobs, good opening for Josh Jacobs to pick up the first down on the ground. That's the longest run of the night for the Raiders. A gain of 10 and a first down.
Yeah, and one of the things that's happening is that now the Steelers are back playing in a nickel defense. They really have been playing with 4 defensive backs all night.
They take Jacobs again, back-to-back, the 2 longest carries of the early season for the defending rushing champion.
Yeah, I guess who's going to double team blocks up front now, too. Now we're seeing the Raiders doing it.
Personnel changes. Adams at the top of the screen. Third run with Jacobs. Steelers say enough of that. Shut it down. 8:50 to go. Got to get moving. First down for the Raiders. And Zamir White, the second-year man out of Georgia, comes in. Jacobs comes to the sideline. Garoppolo gets the pressure from the other side, and Marcus Golden coming up with a sack. Second consecutive game with a takedown.
Would you like to have Marcus Golden as your other guy? If my guys get tired, I'm just going to go with Marcus Golden coming off the bench. He's had 3 double-digit sack years in his career, and is just a powerful force against the run. You see him just going underneath Colton Miller with power right there.
Myers and Adams on the same side. Second and 16. Garoppolo steps up, throws, is caught, flag down to the 10-yard line. Goes Amir Abdullah.
What the fuck?
Check what this flag is.
There was almost a tackle by the Steelers on that route. May have been a hold.
Oh, there. What the heck did I do here?
I think that was Cole Holcomb.
Mm-hmm. He's holding prior to the pass, 55.
I need a night light.
But there's more to discuss. did not open his mic, but it was prior to the pass. And it's a first down for the Raiders. 7:43 to go.
Prior to the pass.
He left us hanging.
Number 55. 5-yard penalty, automatic
Yeah, that's
first
what
down.
I was doing, is talking to the
right
guy
there,
next
automatic
to me.
first down. He's a call.
First down at the 18, as opposed to the gain. Get the fresh set of downs halfway through the fourth quarter.
We saw number 16, Jacoby Myers, in their game in Denver. He was lightning quick down in this part of the field.
The 18, Garoppolo, that slant. Adams couldn't bring it in. It almost on the deflection ended up going back the other way with DeMonte KZ. 16th target for Adams of the 34 passes thrown by Garoppolo.
Got a chance.
So I won't be leaving here until 9:30 tomorrow morning at least, because that's
Adams
when
is
my
outstanding
dispatcher
right
gets
throw the
in.
slot. We haven't seen him throw to either tight end, Austin Hooper or Michael Mayer, yet tonight.
I like it in the dark.
Put it together. This does not look like what the Raiders are doing.
Damn! He knocked him flat. Damn it!
By the
personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 39. The penalty is
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, I think they got it. You see him shoot right through here. See if the helmet hits first.
No. 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 Challenge it.
Right? Helmet to helmet?
No.
Yeah, Mike, you know, there is some contact there. It doesn't appear to be forcible.
Nope.
In my opinion, it looks like he's on the shoulder mostly, some slight contact. Really, I don't think this is a foul.
No.
Takes a bit of the shoulder going into the helmet,
just like
eventually.
The top of the mask.
Get the fuck out of here. Challenge it. Challenge it.
First and goal for the Raiders from the 9. Can they capitalize? Jacoby Myers with blocks. Puts his head down. Gets right down to the 1 yard line. Maybe marked with the 2. 6:47 to go. Full set of timeouts for the Raiders. So they need to get it done on defense if they can punch it in and get the conversion.
Isn't it amazing? Occasionally, this Raiders offense looks great.
Yes.
First drive against Buffalo. Boom, 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 right down the field. Just the consistency of it.
Josh Jacobs the back. Put it back inside. Levi Wallace.
I don't think he got
over
it.
there along with Montrevious Adams to set up 3rd and goal.
They're just so disciplined. Did you see Levi Wallace on that play? He wasn't going to make the tackle. All he was doing was going out here to cut him off, so he had to cut back in to his help coming. That's just the perfect defensive play in that situation.
Raiders need a yard. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Number 2 on the night for Devontae Adams. And now they will go for 2, down by 10.
Nobody loves playing basketball like Devontae Adams, and all he did there was go get in rebound position. Going against Levi Wallace, he's going to go get right between he and the quarterback, and there's nothing that Levi Wallace can do.
12 catches, $160, 2 touchdowns. The Raiders have been awful on 2-point conversions for the last 2 years. Garoppolo surveys. Got to put it up somewhere. Scrambling to keep it alive. Back of the end zone. Looking for the flag. Got it. Jacoby Myers just kept working that back line. Contact made. Now they'll get a yard closer for the 2-point conversion attempt.
Remember in the first half when Jacoby Myers didn't quite milk that call enough? He did that one.
Pass interference. Defense number 34. The foul occurred in the end zone by rules while we stopping at the 1-yard line.
There should be nothing a defender can do if he is looking only at the receiver. As a receiver, you can make that an automatic foul at that point.
Sounds like the voice of experience.
Oh, man, nobody can do
that. All right, so now they're down at the 1-yard line.
Tomlin's pissed off on that call.
All right, well, we've seen Jimmy Garoppolo. We have a little push.
Hey, Mary, Mary, why you bugging?
Offensive lineman in there as well for the one. Play action to the end zone for Mayer for 2. So Michael Mayer, who had only caught one ball in the first 2 games, gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a game.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. And many more. All right, Mary, I'm going to turn out the lights. Come on in. I don't want you looking. Don't get any ideas, woman.
They brought something back with them.
I'm only giving you the rest of my curly fries.
Something's going on with my daughter.
It's happening to my daughter too.
I know you're younger than me. We were talking about that one night, remember?
You get to choose.
Rated R. Only in theaters October 6th. We don't know any first responders who only give 90%. For farmers, the workers who build our towns, roads, infrastructure, they don't stop at halfway. And good luck finding a small business owner who's happy with an 80% effort. That's why they use Ford trucks. Ford F-Series, 100% assembled in America. Because we're all in on America.
On game day, you see our strength.
It probably did because I didn't sing it right. I'm only doing it at the spur of the moment.
There's nothing left to give. You push on. So we ride with you. Time after time, you show up strong. We're always here to support you. Doing what it takes. No matter the battle you face.
Amber, you got it all wrong. Amber, you got it all wrong, girl.
Raiders score. Drive extended a bit by the Micah Fitzpatrick penalty for the helmet-to-helmet hit on Jimmy
I think it's
Garoppolo.
23-15.
This angle, Chris, as we watch Fitzpatrick come in.
Yeah, I mean, we've looked at it 7 different ways, and it looked like initial contact may have been on the shoulder, so if you want to make that argument, was there some contact with the helmet? Probably. There definitely was. Terry, you're better at this than I am. You take a shot.
As
23-15.
I said before, yeah, there is some, but it has to be forcible. The shoulder took most of it, and was really more glancing than anything else.
Micah Fitzpatrick, a touchback there. Steelers take over the 25. Micah Fitzpatrick involved in the play last week where Nick Chubb was hurt around the goal line, and there was a back and forth about Micah Fitzpatrick as a player, and a lot of the Steelers came to his defense, just trying to make a play down at the goal line with no intent to injure Nick Chubb on that play. And there's Fitzpatrick involved in what could be another key play in this game as he brought the pressure, drew the flag. The Raiders scored. Now it's an 8-point game. Najee Harris the back. Pickett keeps it, throws it. Incomplete to Calvin Austin. Not a lot of space to get to Austin. It'll bring up second down.
All right, Mike, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam, and it is all about Max Crosby. And honestly, right now, it's going to be all about Max Crosby. The relentless effort, the constant pressure, the getting after the quarterback, both sides of the ball, looping around, back to the inside. He has to be a presence right now in this game.
Spring 10 will try to run with Harris. It is stopped up there inside. Interesting, the Raiders brought in Adam Butler, who has not played much in this game. Brought some big bodies. They were anticipating the run. Third down coming up.
You think?
There it is.
All those guys. So they are going to make Kenny Pickett beat him through the air, and here we go. Whatever stunt, whichever blitz, whatever play you have defensively, now is when you have to have it. And George Pickens, the big play guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers on the other side.
Slade getting out of the huddle here. Play clock running down. Tomlin's walk down to the official, take a timeout if he needs it. He does, timeout. They probably would have gotten it off, but that's Mike Tomlin, who's been on the sideline forever. You don't smell the operation moving slowly. He strolled right next to the official and took control of the situation. First time out Pittsburgh. What did you say about these teams at the start of the game? It's kind of an unusual start for both of them.
That's weird.
And we've seen that here tonight because there was the bang-bang at the start of the game, 7-7. Then the Steelers controlled the middle. You thought the Raiders were done. Now they're back in it if they can make a stop here.
This is kind of the way the afternoon games went today, too.
That's true.
Like, they were all like, 2 touchdown games. They weren't interesting, but this is the National
What the heck?
League. It always comes back
There's
like this.
38 people,
Really is something.
39
the other thing that you
people
also see is if you give the Raiders
in
the ball
Facebook.
back here, it's 4-down territory.
What's up with that?
All the way down the field. And as good as the Pittsburgh Steelers are defensively, that's tough to stop. That's tough to stop.
You said that today, watching those early games. 4-down ball against good offenses, it becomes really hard.
Huge Dave knows all about
Nice
it.
try. It ain't happening.
Third and 8.
That's a spoof.
Raiders bringing 5. Pickett, throw in the middle. It is incomplete. Firemouth tried to get it.
I can't do that.
Hobbs in the coverage. 3 and out forced by the Raiders defense.
Nate Hobbs, what a play here to set up.
We got to 39.
This is just fantastic. Going to get his head around at the last minute, get that football out. Those big tight ends, so tough to handle. No,
I don't know what that was about, but nobody's saying anything besides us.
Very good tonight.
Hi, Diana Bowman.
Not his best. The Andre Carter on the run. He's got the edge. Cuts it back up the middle. Carter near midfield, and he's down there. So a bad time for the worst hang time of the night for Presley Harvin. Carter got a chance, and the Raiders have life with 4:35 to go.
Doesn't matter what happened for the first 3.5 quarters.
Oh, my.
3.5 quarters of this
Well,
game.
don't be afraid to hit the follow button, buddy. I do live streaming every day. I'm a truck driver. And this is just a spoof.
You can't let these pass rushers win the game the way they did last week against Cleveland in this situation.
Hey, one of them, Highsmith, is bumped out over Hunter Renfrow right now. From the 48-yard line. Goes underneath and is secured shy of the 45-yard line. So a pickup by Jacobs of 7. They get 6 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, and really are going to go no huddle. There is not that big of a need. You don't want to leave a whole lot of time on the clock, assuming you can score here. It's an interesting clock management.
Sideline shot to Fonte Adams again. Number 13 on the night. He is so good.
It's just
for now.
Level. It's remarkable what he's been able to do here tonight. It was interesting talking to him. He had a conversation with Jerry Rice one time. He said, and Vontae was saying, how do you make all those plays? He said, because I've seen them before. I've seen them in practice. And Devontae was saying the same thing, that he sees balls in the air in games now that just make him feel comfortable because he's seen them so many times.
The 33, inside rush coming. Garoppolo gets rid of it. Jacobs can't handle it. It'll be 2nd and 10. And we're watching the development of Garoppolo and Adams getting on the same page and learning each other as well.
Yeah, and they have protection. They have extra help against Devontae Adams right now with the safety back deep over the top of him, which is going to allow whoever is playing underneath, in this case, Levi Wallace, to not have to worry about the deep ball. If the deep ball is thrown, there's a safety sitting right back there, so they're just trying to...
4 minutes left, that's it.
To the top, Jacoby Myers at the bottom. He's with the middle of the field here. Garoppolo. Got away from the rush. And throws sideline, and it's caught at the 26-yard line by Myers. We'll be a couple shy of the first downs. We'll get third down coming up.
Sometimes T.J. Watt looks like Usain Bolt coming out of the blocks. You just wonder, he barely missed on that one. And lucky for Jimmy Garoppolo, he did. But for Garoppolo, nice job. He's getting a little feel now how to step up and escape.
They're a long two. Patrick Peterson checking what the coverage was.
He might have checked to a run.
Good call. Jacobs inside. Very close. Looks a little short. Let's see where that spot comes in.
Short.
Down Judge comes flying in and says fourth down. Patrick Turner spots it a half-yard shy.
Man, Keanu Neal came in and really saved the day on that one. That was some play by Neal.
Jacoby Myers was going to come out. Now he comes back in. Now the Raiders are a little confused here with personnel. They're keeping their three receiver-like personnel out there. 20 to go. Let's Garoppolo go with the sneak. Ready. Flags for a false start. The Steelers were pointing it out. Snap infraction, maybe moving the ball.
Snap infraction. Number 68. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
Still go for it. Andre James, the center.
He just flinched. He just flinched a little bit. Not sure you can see it from here. Yep, just a little flinch.
Wow. And now they're going to bring on the field goal unit. It's interesting. So this is 4th and 5 at the 30, and they bring on Daniel Carlson for a 48-yard field goal attempt with 3 timeouts and 3:15 left. Interesting decision here.
His best is what?
In warm-ups was hooking him. This one looks very good.
You got it.
Flag down though here, so hang on a second.
Hold on.
It's a flag
Another
thrown,
penalty.
and sometimes where it was thrown, it could be something the defense did, perhaps an alignment. Let's see.
Could they have tried to push up off of the pile to get the block? And that's illegal.
Usually this spot's leverage or covering the center.
Personal foul. Leverage. Defense, number 98.
Wow.
Penalty is after this is field goal. Automatic first down.
Going for the field goals. Notched it all night.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's watch it here. 98's to Marvin Leal.
Right over here. Pushing up off of the back to jump.
He puts his hand on the back of one of the Raiders here to elevate himself. I really see Leal. Terry McCauley.
Yeah, he did, Mike. He used his
Are
right
you
hand.
fucking
He elevated
kidding
himself
me?
for a field goal. That is a foul for leverage. Absolutely.
The Steelers are known as an exceptional kick blocking team. And that time their efforts hurt them. So the drive stays alive. 3:11 left. They're at the 15-yard line of Pittsburgh.
Intercepted.
There, the tight end to the bottom of the screen. Garoppolo. Look out. Watt almost got him. Finds Jacobs underneath. Takes the hit at the 8-yard line. 3 minutes to go.
Mike, you think about the sequence here, because if they can score quickly, still have the 2-minute warning, still have your timeouts to be able to, even if you miss the 2-point conversion, still have an opportunity at the end of this thing.
It's interesting, they've changed the personnel group they have out there. Jakob Johnson, the fullback, was out there for first down. He remains out here for second down with Jacobs. They're just 2 receivers. There were mostly 3 receivers moving the ball down the field. From the 8, Devontae Adams could bring it in. He's try to get him one-on-one with Wallace. The connection didn't happen. 3rd down and 4.
I never saw that one. I mean, he had a corner rolled up that way, and I think Devontae said, "Why are you throwing it to me?"
Well, it's interesting because what did Garoppolo tell us? I'm rewiring my brain, trying to learn Devontae. There's things that I used to see as a quarterback that like, no, you can't do that. But with that guy, you try it because he can make great plays.
Now it's a little different situation. Now they're also stretching the safety over to Devontae again.
3rd and 4. Steelers bring 5. Garoppolo fires to the back corner of the end zone. Noah Jackson Myers made an unbelievable attempt to bring it in.
4th and 4.
Down, and this time I assume they're going to kick the field goal again. They're going to bring out the field goal unit with 2:25 to go. This is a great effort.
Because I can't play it.
I think I'd be going for this. I mean, I understand what the possibilities are.
Absolutely.
I mean, I totally understand it. I would just be worried I'm not getting the ball back again.
3 timeouts, 2 minutes.
You said kick and you got, oh my God.
Aggressive football where everybody goes for everything. From 26, Carlson makes it. There were no flags. It's 23 to 18.
Now they're going to do an onside kick. They have to.
Now.
A lot of passing there, so the numbers for Garoppolo.
I can't believe you got an hour.
Really
I didn't even know it.
28 of 43 for 324 yards. Pickett's thrown for 229.
Yeah, and I just get the feeling that Josh McDaniels likes
what
what he's
just
been
happened.
seeing out of his defense. 3 and out the last 2 possessions, and maybe he just has that kind of faith that they're going to be able to get this one done, going for the win. But you still have to have a touchdown.
Right, exactly.
Right? Well, one way or another, you have to get a touchdown.
And if you play this out with the 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, if you stop them on the 3 plays, you get the ball back with 1:54 or so left and still have a timeout in your pocket on offense. So the math does work in that favor, but you got to make the stop. Now, Pittsburgh has set up 10 of their 11 return men in a very small window there, about 20 yards. The return man is back in the 14-yard line. Nobody around him. Carlson's just going to try to kick it through the uprights. So
you want to watch it? You go to dofood.com. Go to the Dofu app.
Well, we've got to talk about the penalties that have been happening out here. We'll start with Minka Fitzpatrick right off the bat. That one was probably as big as it could be. There's Sullivan on the back end, and then, of course, this on the field goal has really kept the Raiders in the game.
Pittsburgh drive, Chris.
There it is. It's right there. That's all you're going to see.
When they run it. When they need it.
Sorry.
Timeout. 17 to go.
This is where the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin, they practice this stuff probably more than any team in the National Football League.
But you guys
live
could go
goal line
to
situations, live end of game.
What is it?
Tackling people in training camp. And he is a believer, playing people in preseason. Think how much more they played in preseason than what other teams did.
D-O-F-U.
I guarantee
D-O-F-U NFL.
Yards here. Remember, this was a little bit of the situation.
D-O-F-U.
Well. Kenny Pickett decided that
Dofu. It's the app, and you can watch it.
Loaded up with 3 tight ends to block for Harris, looking for space. Harris is pulled down on a gain of 2 yards. And again, it's John Jenkins in there, the veteran, for another run stop. And we're down to that 3rd down play as the Raiders take timeout 2.
Well, it is Steelers and Raiders, and what'd you say? If you are of a certain age, you understand fully. This is kind of how
I usually have it on my phone. What are you talking about? On my flip phone.
Toughest man wins, and
my Obama phone.
One play to decide that.
And even those of an older age, the Steeler-Raider rivalry, you heard about it from those who were around in the 70s when it was Madden against Noel and all those Hall of Famers and the toughness. And it came down to plays at the end of games. And here we are at 3rd and 2.
It's been Kenny Pickett's feet tonight.
They're going to try to knock it out of somebody's hand.
Could have decided it.
There you go, empty. He rolls it, he throws it. It's caught for the first down by Allen Robinson. And they'll roll it down to the 2-minute warning. The Raiders down to 1 timeout.
1 timeout.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers come up with a big conversion in the air.
The Raiders could not have called a worse defense. They are going to end up with a blitz coming off the slot from the left-hand side. Right into
it's an app.
Left.
D-O,
so absolutely
F-U,
no way the coverage guy could
NFL.
Get that. They had to disguise
it's the NFL
make it
one.
look like a normal coverage. Marcus Epps on the back end of it.
You'll see it on there.
Chance of being able to get there. That's understanding what might happen to you from an offensive standpoint. I know people love to hate on Matt Canada, but that was a really good call.
The offensive coordinator. His team has put up 337 yards of offense and had a couple of drives where they looked really good here tonight. They try to close the game out. The Raiders' game is not over. You can't just take knees at this point. 1 time out, the 2-minute warning. Raiders could get the
no. Dufu. D as in David. O. F-U. NFL. And it's not .com.
It's corner came in and made the first
D as in David. O.
As Las Vegas takes its final timeout.
U.
Yeah,
and
at this point, it's
just
the
NFL.
Right? You're going to have all kinds of bodies flying in here.
It's the
and
NFL
it's going to be very
one.
difficult to make anything happen offensively. So one of the things that maybe Pittsburgh wants to consider are some mobility plays, some bootleg plays, some sweep kind of plays that are going to eat additional clock.
I am
They're going to
so
be down
tired.
To that 19,
remember, I drove from
seconds.
Chicago. Yes.
Rather be down to that 10 to 14.
That's what it is.
Situation.
I'll tag it.
It's a great point because when you talk about time management, how much time do we have left?
All you guys have to do is go to that app.
So those extra 2 that came off there help.
It's under 2 minutes.
53. Jalen Watts counter back to the left. Big hit from the former Steeler, Robert Spillane.